You create this culture. When you don't believe women that come forward and hold their potential abusers accountable, you create a culture, you foster a culture of disbelief that enables these guys to do what they want and continue being serial and repeat offenders. And they continue to do it, which leads to more women coming out and speaking about them. If you hold these abusers accountable, you put them in jail, right? You stop buying their music. You ruin their reputation. You pass the word along. Less people are going to engage in that type of activity. And thus, it's just mathematics, less women are going to come forward.
Breaking news.
We have breaking news. Kenny, can we please play the breaking news? I saw this on Shading Room Thursday night. I said we had to do an episode on this. Go ahead, play the breaking news, Kenny.
New harrowing claims from the sexual assault lawsuit filed against singer P. Diddy, whose real name is Sean Combs. The woman who was his girlfriend for years says she was actually a victim of sex trafficking, plied with drugs, and forced to have sex with multiple men. We warn you, the details of Jim Murray's report may be inappropriate for younger viewers.
Shockwaves continue over the disturbing lawsuit against Sean Diddy Combs of rape and physical abuse. The suit was filed by his one-time girlfriend, the singer known as Cassie, whose real name is Cassandra Ventura. The allegations are so graphic, the 35-page document comes with a trigger warning. Among the allegations, that Combs raped her in her own home after she tried to leave him. The lawsuit claims Combs violently kicked her in the face. She was bleeding so profusely, Combs allegedly panicked and ordered his staff to bring Cassie here to the London Hotel in Los Angeles to recover.
It just says that he did a bunch of stuff, that he allegedly gave her copious amounts of drugs, leading to a painful struggle with drug and alcohol abuse, that he controlled every aspect of her life. He is accused of frequently beating her and would hide her in hotel rooms for days until the bruising and signs of abuse were gone, and that he also allegedly forced her to have sex with male sex workers while he watched.
Jesus.
Couple things that I've been hearing all over the internet, Eddie. You know what I'm saying? Well, why would Diddy do this? He can get any woman he wants. And I agree with you. Yeah. I agree with that. I do think he can get any woman he wants. Women will line up from here to Idaho to have sex with Diddy. I full-heartedly believe that. He's a powerful man.
Just do anything for him, to be honest.
Right. Yeah. Anything. Right. Exactly. But it's about power. Yeah. A lot of times it's about power. It's about the power dynamics. So when we were reading some of the things that were alleged that happened, the quote-unquote freak-offs of making Cassie look up big black penises to have sex with her, and so he could touch himself, to me, that's about power. Yeah. You're going to do that. I'm going to make you do that, and there's nothing you can do about it. Because if you want to see a Latina get banged out by the BBC, not the news, you can go on the Hub. You can go on a number of other sites. You can make a Google search and find that. It's not hard to find. But what made you want to do that with Cassie? Oh, power trip.
Yeah,
right.
Power trip.
You're making her put your gun in her purse.
The blicky.
Right.
Yo, bro, did you hear about what he had her call him?
No.
Nah, bro. P. Diddy asked this girl, "What do you call your grandpa?" And she said something like Pappy, and he's like, "You call me that from now on." Like, bro, homeboy was on that type of power trip. Like, yo, she want to be her dad, her granddad. And to meet this girl at 19, and for her to like,
wow, I know that.
I knew something. It's kind of weird hearing like this, like how they met. Like, you know, she had a couple little mixtapes, you know what I'm saying, a couple little singles, and she was just, you know, a little mediocre star, not too special, you know, no disrespect, you know, just starting out her career, and then to meet Diddy and then blow up out of nowhere, like, bro, there's a trade off to that. You just skip all these other artists because you're a Diddy. And you think you're just going to get away with that scot-free? That man's going to be asking for some shit.
Yeah, but that's not her fault, though.
No, that is not her fault. That is not her fault. But it's crazy that people think, like, she's going to just, like, have it easy. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of crazy. Like, no one's was checking on her earlier. Like, yo, she rose to stardom out of nowhere. I know you're with Diddy, but, like, damn, you got a boyfriend when you started out. Now this dude's super controlling. Like, no one saw this? Dude was on, like, wilding. P. Diddy was wilding, according to, like, what Cassie's lawyer was talking about. First of all, you have the freak-offs, and then these freak-offs will happen for several days, bro. Imagine like the trauma you're giving somebody like that. You're forcing them. First of all, y'all supposed to be a couple, even though this girl's way too young for you, big dog. You're supposed to be a couple, and you're having dudes line up to assault this girl while you watch in the corner. It's called voyeurism. I never knew that was a word until like now. So apparently,
she was young, yeah.
she would be in the middle, like she would be somewhere else, and he'd just call her out, like, "You got to fly out here. We're doing a freak off. You know, when I'm here with you, we're doing a freak off, like every other week, bro. Like that's trauma, bro. If she's suing you now, I know people like, why she didn't do it earlier. That should take some time to process. That's a lot to unload, like really. So I know a lot of people like, yo, why she didn't do that earlier? Like people are terrified. She had like some sort of Stockholm syndrome when it came down to P Diddy.
Yeah, of course.
You know what I'm saying? She going back. So I don't like the people like, there's a few people bashing like, why she didn't do that. She could have, you know, she's in it for the money. Like, yo, she's married. She's happy with her husband. She has 2 beautiful kids.
Yeah.
You know, they doing good. She didn't really have to do this because her husband's a successful guy. He's all right, dude. Bro, that's trauma. I feel like I believe her. Diddy did something, bro. I ain't trying to put all that, but something happened.
We talked about why would Diddy do this, right? And the power dynamics, but also it's like the enablement. Diddy knows, most of these abusers know that when they do these type of actions, they're well-known people, they're influential people, or even the ones that aren't famous like Diddy. They know that people are going to believe them. And when people inevitably do, they get away with it. So they're enabled by it. And you know what's crazy? Is that most of the time when these things happen, people know. It's well known in these circles that these people get down like that because nobody says anything. Go ahead.
Because, it's money and NDAs, bro.
There was some misinformation that went around saying that the NYPD was looking at Diddy. So let's look at this quote. It says, yesterday, a member of the NYPD's Public Information Office erroneously told a reporter about the apparent existence of an active file containing the name of Sean Combs. There is no such investigation at present. Further, the release of such information is not consistent with the internal policies of the Office of Deputy Commissioner, Public Information, and all this other stuff. NYPD treats allegations, blah, blah, blah. But I want you to look at this sentence. There is no such investigation at present. Oh, so that means it might happen. That means it's not completely out of the realm of possibility, which means that these claims are not baseless, which means she didn't make it all up, which means somebody heard something at some point and reported it to the NYPD. Now, I'm not trying to say this is a conspiracy and, oh my gosh, it's Jeffrey Epstein and Epstein Island Part 2. I'm not trying to say that, right? Yeah. I'm simply saying the NYPD left the door open for an investigation. So the idea that this is just crazy and she made all this up because she's just mad because she didn't get the powerful black man, that's BS. Yeah. Okay? That's BS. And that quote right there indirectly told us that. But I want to make this last point before we get out of here.
Go ahead.
So a lot of people on the internet are also saying, oh, she's trying to take a black man down. These Latinas trying to take down powerful black men. Look here. First thing, I heard the same thing with Deshaun Watson, right? I heard the exact same thing. They're trying to take a black man down. I'm tired of hearing about it. But it's like, you think about the influential black figures the United States has trying to take down. Martin Luther King Jr., Malcolm X. Do you think Diddy belongs in the same conversation as them? No. Thank you. Exactly. So this whole idea, they're trying to take down a black... No, we're going to take down the intellectuals. We're not going to take down Brother Love, who dates women half his age. We're not going to do that.
Not even half. Damn.
Yeah, you're right about that.
Yeah.
Ain't half his age. Ain't half. I want to leave on this note, because a lot of people also complain about the metoo movement. Women can just make baseless claims and they get away with it. They get off scot-free. I want to make this last claim. When I say you, and that's anybody, man, woman, dog, cat, lion, tiger, whatever. You create this culture. When you don't believe women that come forward and hold their potential abusers accountable, you create a culture, you foster a culture of disbelief that enables these guys to do what they want and continue being serial and repeat offenders, and they continue to do it, which leads to more women coming out and speaking about them. If you hold these abusers accountable, you put them in jail, right? You stop buying their music, you ruin their reputation, you pass the word along. Less people are going to engage in that type of activity, and thus, it's just mathematics, less women are going to come forward, and it's less bullshit you have to deal with. But when you continue to brush these women off, you continue to say, they just want to take down a powerful black man. You say stuff like that just to rationalize it in your brain because you like Bad Boy Records. You open the door for more of these monsters to be created and then more women to come forward. So the very culture that you say you're against, you create. What's up, y'all? I'm Keith.
This your boy Eddie.
And I appreciate you guys. Let's shoot it again. I messed up. What's up, guys? I'm Keith.
And this is Eddie.
And we want to say, guys, we appreciate you guys watching this entire video, and we would really appreciate it if you would
like and subscribe.
Okay, that was my line, but we appreciate it if you would like and subscribe. There's more coming where that came from. If I said that right.
Yeah.
We're coming with that. Anyways, thank you for watching the video. Please like and subscribe. We'll see you next time.